Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been uploading videos lately. I've just been dealing with a lot of stuff here at home as well as at work. And I hope that everyone out there is being safe, and staying healthy and being as protective as possible. So here it goes. I'm back with another video, and I know my last couple videos have just been about budgets, so I kind of wanted to elaborate more on those, as well as show off my sinking funds. Sorry, my dog is also sleeping on my bed yet again and snoring, and it sounds so cute, but at the same time it's very distracting. Okay, so like I was saying, I wanted to upload a video today, or film a video today to explain my sinking funds, because I know in my last couple of videos I mentioned that I was going to do separate videos on a debt update or a debt snowball update, as well as weekly check-ins, and also another video to explain my sinking funds and how I thought of my sinking funds and why I chose those categories and things like that. So that's the video that's going to be today. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. And as always, if you guys like stuff like this, anything that is in regards to like finance, budgeting, planning, as well as like luxury, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And for those that have already subscribed and have been watching my videos, I really appreciate you guys always giving me good feedback, and as well as commenting and liking my videos, and I guess just liking them too. I accept it all. I really don't know what else to say, but as long as you guys keep watching and are entertained by this and learn something new from it, I will keep filming. But yeah, let's get to it. So in front of me, as you guys know, is my beautiful Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. This is the planner I use for budgeting. I used to have one. I used to have the Life Planner just for planning my life, hence Life Planner. But I don't use that one as much as the Deluxe Monthlies. So if you guys want to know what it looks like, so this is basically the cover page, and I'll always show this so you guys can always go online to their website and see if you guys would like a planner for this. And I got into budgeting and things like that ever since I started getting really focused on paying off my debt, and so that's why I got this planner. And this year I decided to get the neutral version. Don't know if I want to get the neutral version next year, because I do like the colors, but this will do. Anyways, that's a little bit of a tangent there. Let's get to the sinking fund. So I know in the last video of my budget, I was doing all the stickers and everything. Sorry, the lighting's kind of bad because it's really cloudy and rainy here. And so I'm trying to film by the window with natural light, but then you'll also have harsh shadows like this. But yeah, anyways, that was also another tangent. There's gonna be a lot of tangents in this video. So I took a long time to lay down the stickers, and I realized I don't need to take 20 minutes to lay down stickers. So I already did all the stickers, and I already wrote down all the values, and I covered some stuff up because I wanted to show off my debt snowball in another video. And this is just my transaction log of things I purchased, and I've only purchased like 2 items, but I don't want to show that yet. And also, just another disclaimer, you'll probably see a lot of these medication notepads, and it's really because they're just the only sticky pads I have lying around the house. I get a lot of them I used to get a lot of them from school, and now I don't get them anymore, so I've just accumulated a bunch of sticky pads with company names on them. So that's just it. Just ignore that. And so this is kind of like how I put my sinking funds down. But anyways, so let me explain sinking funds. So sinking funds are basically any fund that you sink money into, and you would think that's self-explanatory. That's just, oh, I'm just putting funds away for a rainy day. Yes and no, I guess. I don't know. When I first heard of sinking funds, I didn't understand what the term was. I was like, why would you want to sink money into a fund? Like, what's the purpose? And then I realized, oh, that's just another way of saying savings. They just call it sinking funds. They, as in the people in like the financial world, call it sinking funds. That's just another name for savings, like I said. So the sinking funds that I have and the sinking funds that I started off with were really just funds that I thought I would need at a later time. So a lot of it is recurring costs, things that I know are going to be due but not going to be due right now, things that aren't a monthly expense, and also things that are not needed for, oh, I just kind of said that. Well, I guess categories that are not needed at that present moment in time. Does that make sense? I feel like that's weird verbiage. So it's like an example would be like my car registration. I know my car registration is due every year in November. So instead of waiting till November to pay off, I don't know, it's like $400 or something, $300. I'd rather just put away small amounts every couple months or every couple paychecks so I can accumulate money. So by the end of the year, or when it gets close to November, when I know my car registration is going to be due, I have a huge chunk of money set aside that I don't need to go scrambling and find for. Does that make more sense? Okay. I know this video is very casual also. It's not too serious because, like I said, I'm on my bed. My dog's next to me. It's rainy outside. So, yeah. That's basically what a sinking fund is. Just something that you sink your money into. So basically a savings fund, and you need that money for a later time. So as far as my sinking fund categories go, I just randomly picked categories. It sounds kind of weird, but I just picked categories that I thought are really important. So the first one was car registration, car maintenance, medical costs and co-pays. So this one's actually a pretty important one because sometimes when you go to the doctor, you don't realize that those co-pays kind of add up after a while. So that's why I'd rather have some money aside to pay off those co-pays. And also those co-pays, depending on your insurance, aren't that cheap either. It could range from $5 up to $25 or $30 just for a co-pay. So that one's actually a pretty important one. And then I have internet and cable just because I pay cable every 3 months or every other month. So I always put money aside from each paycheck to make sure I have money to go to cable and internet. And then I have travel, vacations. Even though we're not allowed to travel or go on vacations at this present moment, that doesn't mean I won't want to go on a vacation later. So I have money set aside for that. I have another one that says license renewal and education. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry. I would zoom in, but I don't want to shake the camera too much. So this one's license renewal and education. That's just more for my personal license for my career and my job. I get a license renewal every 2 years, and mine is gonna expire in December. So I need to pay off the renewal fee, as well as pay off any, if I want to do continuing education for my license, I need to pay money for those, unfortunately. So I have money set aside for that. Some newer categories are the LASIK eye surgery and future wedding. Last year I went to a lot of weddings, and I was in weddings, and I realized weddings are really expensive. And even though I'm not interested in getting married anytime soon, I still want to start saving for a wedding when the time does come. That way I have some cushion or some amount of money saved in the event that I do want to get married and want to have like this big wedding and stuff. Even though in actuality I probably would not have a big wedding because I'm not about that flashy wedding stuff. I think weddings are a ripoff. I said that quietly because I don't want to offend anyone out there, but I think weddings are kind of a ripoff. As beautiful and as glamorous as they are, weddings kind of are a ripoff. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't hire like a wedding planner, because I probably would hire a wedding planner. Anyways, the next category is future house down payment. So where I live, houses are really expensive. And the down payment of the house here, and I'm not going to actually say where I live or say what state I live in, just know that I live in the US. It's really expensive, and a house that I could buy, like a small condo, small condo basically costs like a mansion size in probably like the Midwest or maybe the South or something. But yeah, it's very expensive, and I need that 20% because I really don't want to have to pay PMI. And if you guys don't know what PMI is, I think it stands for personal mortgage insurance. So it's basically another fee that they tack on because you're not qualified or you didn't have enough money to buy your house. I think that's what it is. That's what I remember reading. Don't quote me on that because I don't really know. But okay. So after that, LASIK eye surgery, because I really am interested in getting LASIK eye surgery and not having to wear glasses or contacts all the time, even though I'm really hesitant just because of Final Destination. If you guys don't know that scene in Final Destination, I would not recommend looking at it, but keeps me a little hesitant. But in the event that I do want to get LASIK eye surgery so I don't have to spend money on getting contacts, going to the doctors and buying eye contact solution or going to glasses, or wearing glasses all the time, because that stuff does add up after a while, I'll probably get LASIK. Pet fees, because I have pets and I do live at home with my pets, and my pets are actually older. I do want to have some money set aside for them in the event that they need to go to the vet or something happens. And also one of my dogs is older and he's on maintenance medication, so his medications are pretty expensive. And I just want to have some money set aside for that because my dogs, they're like my kids. I love them. They're my fur babies / fur siblings. Last two categories, it says holiday 2020 birthday gifts. So every year I always set aside a sinking fund for birthdays and gifts. A lot of my friends' birthdays and a lot of family birthdays are around the holiday season, unfortunately, so I feel like I'm obligated to always buy 2 gifts for each person, even though I really rather not, because I don't know, I feel like I don't want to spend too much money on people so much anymore, just because I have financial goals I want to achieve, and I can't do that when I'm buying gift cards for people. But in any case, I'm still gonna buy gifts for my family members and my friends because I love them. And the last one is actually a new one, and it's 2021 car insurance. And in the past year or two, I've been slowly paying car insurance off for my whole family, just because I don't want my parents to have that burden. And also, since I literally live at home and my parents are very accommodating, I want to give back to them, and I guess in a weird way, having to be responsible to pay off a utility bill or some other bill, that's okay in my book because they're letting me live at home for free. So what can I say? Can't really say much, but thank you to them, because they don't have to. They could have just kicked me out of the house like a long time ago. But yeah, I feel like this video is getting very chatty. I'm sorry. So these are my sinking fund categories, and these are the categories that I have chosen. And also I want to mention, if you notice, I don't have a sinking fund category for luxury items, but yet I do buy luxury items. It's mostly because I consider a luxury item as just that, a luxury item. It's a want, not a need. I don't need a Chanel bag. I don't need a Louis Vuitton bag. I don't need an Hermes bag, even though I'm not Hermes status. And I don't think I will ever reach Hermes status, because really, $15,000 for a bag? I don't have that kind of money, but I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't know. It's a bag. Like, even with Chanel bags, sometimes I feel like 6,000 or like $7,000. What? I could use that money for a lot of other things. So in the past, I actually did have a separate sinking fund for luxury, but I noticed that every single time I contributed money to it, I felt like, you know what, this money could go to better use elsewhere in these other categories. So I just took it out, and I still have the envelope just in case I wanted to have a sinking fund for it, but yeah. And I'm mentioning envelopes because in the thumbnail you'll probably see I do have envelopes for all of these sinking funds. Ooh, it's like a deck of cards. Look at that. Oh, and then I forgot one. There's my gift one. Yep, my car registration and travel. So I have all these envelopes that I use to actually sink my money into. And so what I do, or what I've done in the past, is every time I would get paid, I do my budget at the beginning of the month, I see how much money I need to allocate for sinking funds, and then I just, in a weird way, pay myself that through sinking funds. I would write a check to myself, cash it, and then divvy up the money in these envelopes. But in the last 2 months, because of CV, and I'm not going to explain what CV is because I'm pretty sure everyone can figure it out, I've tried to limit going out and about unnecessarily. So I've been doing virtual deposits, even though there's still, you can see there's still cash in them. I think I'll just keep the cash that I have here for now until this is all over, and then maybe start going back to the old system. So that was what I used to do. I would have an envelope for each thing. So I have one for LASIK, one for, this is a license renewal, but I just didn't want to write a separate sticker for license renewal, so I just put it under subscriptions. For insurance, pets, the wedding, or I like how it says the wedding and it says plus 20 bucks. Internet, medical, car maintenance, gifts, travel, and car registration. So those are my main sinking fund categories. And I actually put all these envelopes in a bigger envelope that says sinking fund on it. And if you guys are wondering where I got these envelopes, I actually got them on Etsy. I will link the Etsy shop below. And I got these envelopes initially for the monthly expenses, because I did do cash envelopes in the past, and I realized that going to the bank all the time kind of got a little bit cumbersome, and I hated waiting in line and everything. So I decided to just forego cash envelopes, but use those envelopes for sinking funds. So that's basically the gist of it. I don't know if I explained thoroughly how my process is, but I hope I did. Please comment down below if I did not, or if you have any questions, you can always ask me. But yeah, so another thing I want to mention with sinking funds is at the end of the year, let's just say for car registration, we'll go back to the car. Currently I have $110 in there, and I am supposed to put in 20 bucks, so it would be 130. So let's just say at the end of the year I paid off my car registration and I still have like $10 or $5 or $20 left over. Instead of actually utilizing that money or spending it or whatever, I actually roll over the cash that I have left in these envelopes for the following year. And I do that just personal preference. Some people would probably take it and use it elsewhere, spend it or utilize it however they want, either on monthly expenses, or if they want to have extra cash for this and that, they can. But for me, I just roll it over into the next year, and that way I have a good idea on what I need to work on, as in how much I should contribute to each fund, or if I need to contribute that much, so I can kind of tailor it too. So instead of, maybe let's just say at the end of the year, like I have 20 bucks left over, maybe I decide to put in 10 bucks or 5 bucks every other month or something like that, so I don't have so much money left over. But even if I did, I'd still roll it over anyways. I'm wondering if the trash garbage man is making a lot of noise in this video. Oh well. Like I said, raw video. But yeah, that's basically it. It's pretty simple. I don't need to go too in depth on everything. And like I said, you know, the sinking fund categories that you choose are tailored to you and your finances, or your financial goals, or even your household budget too. Because for me, like, I'm unmarried, I'm a single income, but then there's other people that are married, that have kids, and then they have other sinking funds. Like, they need sinking funds for kids' preschool, or, you know, their husband's car, or their other spouse's car, or whatever, things like that. Or maybe for a big birthday party, things, all that other stuff. So sinking funds are just really up to you and what categories you choose. I'm just putting this out because it's kind of cool having it fanned. But anyways, that's basically the end of the video and all I really have to say about sinking funds. So if you guys, like I said, are interested in knowing my debt updates, stay tuned. I will be uploading another video updating you guys on my debt progress, especially in these uncertain times. And I also wanted to say that even though these times are really tumultuous and everyone is in a different financial state, I still do believe that if you guys can save money as much as you can, save money as much as you can. It's just especially because it's so unknown out there right now. Things are changing almost every day, every hour, every minute, you know, and you never know. Like for me, I'm lucky enough to still have my job and still be able to save money as much as I can. But I've really decreased my spending as well. So, and I've contributed more to my savings. So, but that's basically all I have to say. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a really good day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay, you know, aware and educated about what's going on right now. And, you know, everyone just stay good. I don't know how else to say it, because there's a lot of things going on in the world. So yeah, just be good to yourself, to your family members, to everybody. But yeah. Okay. That's it. Thanks, guys. Bye.